First, my... First, my...
I hate this! I was...
Grief does us no good unless we use it to focus our commitment. We need to rally our forces. Sotha Seal said he had information meant only for Right Master Aikesis' ears. He asked me to send the Right Master to see him when he returned from traveling the Dreaming. We also need to convince Sotha Seal to share the news he brought with us. But without the Right Master, he may decide to simply depart. Like all the members of the Dark Elf Tribunal, he can be very enigmatic. Maybe you should talk to him.
I hate this!
First, my...
You'll find so...
How unusual. The Right Master has kept me waiting for an inordinate amount of time. But instead of Aikesis, here comes the savior of the Clockwork City. That is unfortunate. I enjoyed my infrequent talks with Aikesis. Ah, well. Now, if you don't mind, I have preparations to make before I take my leave. I am and I did. But the Right Master is no longer in a position to receive that information. Now, once again, a demand. Interesting. Your assumption is correct. Nocturnal's true purpose in invading my realm was to steal my secret for utilizing life energy as a power source. I suspect she plans to use my technique to amplify the Crystal Tower. The Crystal Tower exists on multiple planes of reality simultaneously and possesses capabilities we do not fully understand. We must assume that Nocturnal's options are infinite. I suggest you find Valcerin and inform her of this development. I find it hard to believe that Nocturnal, Mephala and Vile worked together for as long as they did. Daedric princes aren't known for their willingness to share. With the heart, Nocturnal moves one step closer to gaining control of the tower. Transparent law. The crystal at the top of the Crystal Tower anchors its metaphysical structure to all realities. With the heart, she can restore the crystal, utilize its capabilities, and make herself master of the tower. The tower straddles every reality. Its true purpose remains lost to time, but I theorize it was created as a watchtower of sorts, a doorway to everywhere. It stands to reason, then, that imagine a Daedric prince who can exert influence throughout the multiverse at the exact same moment in time. Nocturnal could become infinite. If she accomplishes that, then her power would multiply accordingly. She would be without limits. The Crystal Tower.
You need to go to Valcerin's study right now. There's a problem. He's really tall.
Knight of Meridia, stay and talk with me.
I hate to say it, but I think your friend Val... I hate to say...
Catherine, stop! You're going to kill him!
Fine. Let our friend finish the interrogation.
You got here just in time.
Oriandra doesn't trust me right now, and I can't blame.
This is ridiculous. I had no wish to see Ikesis harmed. He was my friend. He tried to save my daughter. If my wife wants a battle, though, tell her I'm ready to oblige. What are you talking about? Nocturnal, Methala, and Clavicus Vile are partners in this. That's why our 3 sects formed the Court of Bedlam. 3 Daedric princes work... No, that can't be right. Why would she betray the Triad like that? Unless... You must... This is... What are you talking? No, that can't be right. Why would she betray the Triad like that? Unless... You must let me leave Artaeum. I need to contact my prince. Look, you have to let me return to Somerset and warn my prince. Let me go, and I'll convince Methala to help you. You're going to need my prince if you really plan to take on Nocturnal. And do we really need to go over this again? Methala and the Triad sought places of power, the Clockwork City, the Crystal Tower, anything they could use to change the rules of reality and remake the world. They wanted to make things better. Do we really need to go over this again? I still only have your word that my prince has been betrayed. But I'll play along. I was under the assumption that the Crystal Tower... I didn't say that. Nocturnal has the heart. What court of bed?
As a member of the Sigic Order,
Lathan is a shell of the man I fell in love with. We can't trust anything he says. No, we have to deal with this ourselves. And the key is reaching the Crystal Tower before not just another horrible bit of news in an otherwise horrible situation. All the more reason for us to get to the Crystal Tower. Last I heard, the Sapiocs were attempting to rapidly attune 2 new Tower Sentinels. We need to see if they succeeded. Likely at the Crystal Tower Gatehouse, northeast of Lillandril. The ritual usually requires a full year and a day to complete, but the Sapiocs reluctantly agree. Oriandra, tell Darian to meet us at the Crystal Tower Gatehouse, and keep an eye on Lathan while we're gone. Meet Darian.
Rushing a spell is complex.
happening at the Crystal Tower, now!
Climb the watchtower and see for yourself.
Why did you tell him that?
His teeth were very sharp, Dumbledore. If you'll hear about the Crystal Tower too, I'll tell you what I told the Khajiit. Climb the watchtower. You'll get a better view from up there.
The Sapiarchs are in the middle of a very delicate operation up.
The Crystal Tower isn't supposed to do that, yes?
The tower started glowing right before you arrived. The Crystal Tower just started glowing. It's never done that before. We thought our ritual of attunement might have caused a reaction, but the Sapiarch of Arcanology says this is a Daedric prince has part of the tower crystal? How? No, don't tell me. I'm going to have nightmares about this as it is. We're in the midst of attempting a hastened attunement ritual to replace the tower's sentinels. I should get back to it. I hope so. We've never attempted to...
Raz was nearby when he heard that the Sapiarchs were up to something at the Crystal Tower. This one didn't expect the tower to start glowing. I hope this is the work of the Psijics, yes? No, this is something worse. Raz feels it in his paws. Daedric princess. Raz hates those things. This one supposes that if Nocturnal takes control of the Crystal Tower, that would be bad for Somerset, yes? So that would be a yes on the bad for Somerset question. Infinite. A number so big it makes Raz's head swim just trying to imagine it. So what should we do about this? You have a plan to save the day, yes? So that is what the Sapiarchs are doing at the gatehouse. Raz should have known. Magic makes this one's fur stand on end. Alright.
The tower! What's happening?
Raz thinks this is bad. Come, my friend, to the gatehouse!
Time is running out. The Sapiots still haven't completed their ritual, and now Nocturnal has launched an attack against them. I'll stay here and try to assist with the ritual. You go and help Darien and Razumdar. We need to buy the Sapiots enough time to attune... While the Sapiots here work to attune themselves to the Resolute Diamonds, other Sapiots perform their parts of the ritual at the north and south platforms.
Finish the ritual. We will keep you safe. Go! Raz will finish up here.
Stay focused, Sapiarch. We'll deal with the Daedra. Finish up here. The energy. Something feels wrong.
No! I think it's working! Ah! Damn it, no!
That was unexpected, yes.
The Sapiarchs are dead. Now what do we do?
Raz feels so helpless.
The poor Sapiarchs. They tried to speed up their ritual despite the risks, and all they accomplished was to get themselves...
I knew this wasn't going to work. Speeding up the Sapioc ritual was a long shot at best. We should have had the Conclave working on a solution all along. The Psijics could have figured out how to attune the Resolute Diamonds. You're right. Even without the Right Master, we can still do this. I can take the Resolute Diamonds and return to Artaeum immediately. But, well, I'm kind of at a loss as to what we should do next. No, that was a bad idea the first time Lathan suggested it. I'll take the diamonds to Artaeum and get to work immediately. Meanwhile, I need you to go to Alinor and warn the Proxy Queen. She has to make sure Somerset is prepared, just in case. Darien, gather the diamond keys. The Psijic Order will do what the Sapiocs could not.
No, I'm done with the Psijic Order. Too many deaths, not enough action.
Raz will meet our friend in Alinor. You two do what you must.
The night...
Val and the Psijics, they're too set in their ways.
Raz will meet you... This one has seen many bizarre things working as an Eye of the Queen, but this may take the moon sugar cake. A strange dog. That is what Raz said. A dog. It spoke words as clear as day. It gave me a message to give to you. The dog said you should meet it in the gardens because it had something important to tell you. Yes, Raz will go warn the Proxy Queen. That would be for the best. Just be careful, my friend. This one does not trust dogs, especially ones that talk. Talking animals, so unnatural, yes? Who would have thought such...
You again? All right, follow me. It's me, Barbas. Let's talk. Vile told me to find the mortal flea that continues to pester him and deliver a message. He's terrible with mortal names, but I immediately thought of you. Glad to see that my intuition's as sharp as ever. Oh yeah, I've got a message for you. My master's less than pleased with the way Nocturnal treated him. He wanted to be the first one to betray the Triad. Look, he wanted me to make sure to tell you he's not upset about the whole Vivette thing. At least, probably wants to make some kind of a deal. That's his bread and butter, you know. You can do what you want, but I figure you're even more angry with Nocturnal for the way she evaporated your friend and took the heart of transparent law. He told me you could find him in the caves just north of the city. Just be nice to him when you get there. He's still a little upset over how the Triad broke up, and my master has been livid since Nocturnal betrayed him. That's why I've been keeping my distance. Do me a favor and try not to make him any more irritated when you talk to him. I'd hate to see something bad happen. What? You never heard of the Daedric Prince of Bargains? The ruler of the Fields of Regret and the Lord of Tricks and Wishes? Well, don't tell him that. He's upset enough as it is. He had such high hopes. I'm Barbas. Sure, I may look like a talking dog, but I'm actually a talking dog. I'm my master's faithful hound and servant, although I have a tendency to annoy my prince. Not sure why that is. Anyway, this is just one of my favorite forms. My master has been... What? You never heard...
call forth Cruella Many Claws to shock the mortals into submission. This geyser, but what about the others that are set to burst? can't stop the darkness, mortal, so why even try?
How may I serve?
The divine
My res. I'll be at this a while. I haven't. That's your timing without more.
I guarantee you. What's the...
Very. This is big.
Amazing to stand at the heart of Tanzania.
Come close.
You'd best take care.
Конечно, это нормально. Я тебе так сразу не скажу, потому что я в Маганбе не шарю, но я знаю то, что это очень дамажный класс в качестве ДД. Именно в магике. Тебе просто нужно найти нужный гайд.
And you seem quite...
Greeting. The divine prosecution never... The divine wild? There would have to be...
An animal sanctuary.
I could never imagine. Not in the league. In summer.
Reluctant, to be frank. You're flawed.
Look at that. You can follow directions. My master's waiting for you deeper inside. I think I'll wait here. Vile let some of his more ferocious minions loose in the cave, and sometimes they don't differentiate between friends.
Even in death they serve. So, the Hound found you. Good. Let's discuss an arrangement, shall we? Don't let these crumbled husks trouble you. I needed to vent my frustrations, and my loyal followers were close at hand. Yes. Yes, I did. I assumed Barbers would have made that clear. I admire your persistence almost as much as I hate the fact that you constantly oppose me. Still, we have a common cause now, you and I. A common enemy. Nocturnal turned her back on our alliance. She betrayed the Triad. Worse, she betrayed me. Consider my next words carefully before you respond. You killed my court of Bedlam, Earl. You dispatched our pet sea slope. I hate you, but I also respect you. and I need your help to gain vengeance against Nocturnal. So I ask you this. How could you not trust me? Isn't the enemy of my enemy my friend? Upstairs, you'll find a key. With it, your Psijic friends can get you to my realm, where I can direct you to the Crystal Tower. Getting inside, though, for that, you'll need the Resolute Diamonds. Unfortunately, I can't help you with that. Haven't you learned anything? The Crystal Tower exists in all realms. In my realm, however, there is no gatehouse to block your way, just the tower's own defenses. And for that, a problem, certainly. But one I'm sure you can overcome. Perhaps another prince will be willing to help you. I leave the details of that to you. Just remember this favor I have. I'm sure something of value will suggest itself when the time is right. I promise that whatever I... Upstairs, you'll find a...
The golden... I'll find you as soon as the diamond keys are ready to use.
Now, don't get mad, but there's a perfectly good explanation why Lathan and I busted out of Artaeum and came to this charming little hideaway. The intentions of the Psijics are good, but we're running out of time. From what we saw at the gatehouse, Nocturnal has already taken control of the Crystal Tower. Drastic action is called for, and Lathan's agreed to put us in contact with Mephala. Not you, too. I got enough doubt and dirty looks back in Artaeum. Look, Mephala was betrayed by Nocturnal. It stands to reason she might want to help us. And we could certainly use the power since I still can't make contact with Meridia. I knew I could count on you. As for Lathan, you should talk to him. We can make him pay for his crimes later. Right now, we need him to help us, or... Trust me.
If you want to return me to Artaeum, I won't resist you. But first, I need to find out if the rest of Methala's followers are safe. Let me learn their fate, and then I'll submit myself to your mercy. I am, but I'm surprised that you'd go along with that. If we can get inside and reach Methala's shrine, I can attempt to make contact with my prince. Not exactly, but it's obvious to me that you believe that's what's happened. I need to see for myself. In any event, there's no harm in approaching Methala's shrine. I'm just a little concerned that it took me so long to open this door. It should have been a simple matter to identify myself and unlock the door. But the spells in place resisted me. It's as if I've lost my status as I spent years on that damnable island. Do you think the Sigic's magic could long hold someone who knows the intricacies of the place? With the Right Master's death, the Order is in chaos. I'm just guessing, mind you, but I imagine someone with the abilities of a Daedric prince, who possesses the heart of transparent law, could walk into the Crystal Tower as easily as you or I. My prince deals in secrets and hidden lore. If anyone can activate the keys to the Crystal Tower, she can.
Looks like late.
It should have been a simple matter. How did this happen? My people should have been safe within these walls.
Nocturnal's been eliminating the sex of the other princes. Are you surprised she'd turn on her former allies?
I recruited most of these men and women. I was responsible for them.
Scout ahead and find the shrine. I'll stay with Lathan until he's ready to move on.
I know you can...
Lathan needs a moment to come to grips with what happened here.
Butcher! How dare you pretend to care about the men and women you slaughtered?
Every action I perform is in the service of Nocturnal's grand plan.
Lathan, she has my Dawnbreaker. Ask her if she'll kindly return it. Look what they did to... You don't remember what happened in Nocturnal's realm? After she killed the Right Master, she took Dawnbreaker and...
I never trusted Nocturnal's Earl. A dark elf in the court of Bedlam. It was unprecedented. Nocturnal's champion is reckless and quick to anger. We can take advantage of that. Perhaps get her to slip up and reveal what's going on here. Nocturnal's magic is at work here. See how the Yagra have mutated into creatures of shadow? We need to follow Nocturnal's Earl. Champion of Nocturnal, what magic is this? I've never seen anything like it.
This was always the plan. Nocturnal's plan.
So Nocturnal did betray my mistress.
Your mistress is weak. Come with me, and I'll show you what true power looks like.
Lathan, no! Come on! We can't let them get away! I want to trust Lathan.
This magic, it destroys everything. What good is power if there's nothing left to rule?
This is what the court wanted all along. An end to the old ways. A new beginning.
I won't be party to the death of innocents. I won't... Let him go!
Be silent, knight, or I'll let you taste the blade you once carried. I wish to speak to your friend now.
Look what they did to Dawnbreaker! It's all dark and gloomy.
I'm sorry it had to come to this, but nothing can stop the magic of the pearls now. My mistress offers a small mercy. Leave her to finish her work, and she'll kill the Psijics quickly. The sea-slowed trinkets? It was an easy matter for my mistress to alter the magic. To use their ability to siphon life energy and funnel it into the Crystal Tower. In the end, your own world... Stop calling me that! Bea died on a cold, hard floor in Balmora. I'm Tundlewind now, champion of Nocturnal. As the Crystal Tower fills with power, drawn from this dying world, it will provide my mistress with what she needs to remake... Mephala and Clavicus Vile are fledglings compared to my mistress. Nocturnal existed before this reality was even imagined, and she will... Good luck with that. Now stay out of the way, or death will be the least of your concerns.
I understood about half of what that crazy dark elf told you, but it didn't sound like something that's going to be...
Nocturnal must pay for betraying my mistress. But the magic of the Abyssal Pearls appears to do more than just siphon our life energy. It obscures my connection to Mephala. This, while a consecrated shrine offers the best conduit to a Daedric prince, there are other means. In the back chain, she's gone. I no longer sense her presence here. The Abyssal Pearls, however, the court helped seed them throughout Somerset. I can tell the Psijics. Darian, go the other way and meet us in the back chambers. We want to make sure Nocturnal's Earl didn't leave us any surprises.
I'll go. But if this is just a ploy so you can betray us, you'll have to deal with me.
Let's go. Destroy that creature, and then I can contact my prince.
There you are!
Meet me outside, and we'll make contact with my prince. Mephala, appear before your faithful servant.
I answer my Earl's summons only to find him with these unworthies. Do you betray me too, Lathan?
Never, my prince. We share a common enemy now. Please, talk to them and hear what they have to say.
opposed me wants to speak. If what you say doesn't interest me, I will order Lathan to kill you. And what did the cowardly Prince of Bargains offer you? Was it something so intriguing that you would risk my wrath as well? Speak before my patience went. You would challenge Nocturnal in the Crystal Tower? Since gaining the Heart of Transparent Law, the tower serves as an extension of her own realm. It amuses me that you want to thwart her plans. She'll destroy you, of course, but I'm still amused. How desperate you must be to offer the very relics I once sought. I will think upon your request. Before you enter Vile's realm, have my Earl contact me again.
That's it? A maybe?
I'll return to Artaeum with Darien and tell them what we learned. Meet us there. My mistress will...
Why are the...
We failed. The Conclave, despite its best efforts, wasn't able to attune the Resolute Diamonds. We can't use the diamond keys to enter the Crystal Tower. But what about you? Were you able to track down Darien and using the Crystal Tower and Sotha Seal's technique for utilizing life energy? Then we really are doomed. Without a way into the Crystal Tower, we can't even attempt to challenge Nocturnal, let alone try to... Is that what the Psijic Order is reduced to? Forced to accept help from the same Daedric princes that got us into this trouble in the first place? Still, getting to the tower won't matter if we can't use the diamond keys to get inside. I opposed this line of reasoning when Lathan first suggested it, as bargains with the princes don't often end well. But what choice do we have? I'll start making preparations for the Dreaming Cave. In the meantime, Sotha Seal asked me to send you to his study the moment you arrived. I'm not sure what he wants, but you should tell him about your interactions with the betrayed princess. Something to do with the Crystal Tower, no doubt. Sotha Seal has never been forthcoming, though for some reason, it appears that he's taken a liking to you. But tell me, what of Darien and Lathan? Both decided to return? I'm surprised. Meridia's Knight has a stake in this, but why would Lathan volunteer to return? It makes no sense. Well, go and talk to Sotha Seal. Perhaps he can shed light on what we can expect. Sotha Seal waits for you in his study. Tell him about the alliance with the Daedric princes, and ask him if he knows what we can expect to face inside the Crystal Tower. I'll wait for Darien and Lathan to return. We'll want to send a small force, but leave the majority of the Conclave behind, in case the efforts in the Crystal Tower fail. Leave the details of that to me. I'm not sure.
The Tribunal has been warned. They will make preparations in case the efforts here fail. I doubt that even they can weather the resulting storm if the worst comes to pass. As I calculated, your actions will determine the outcome of the... In part, determining the possible consequences of disparate actions becomes easier when studying the primary catalyst. You have a tendency to fill that role in almost all situations. What happened after the Sapiarchs failed to attune the diamonds? A bold move. Still, I see the logic. Who better to send against their betrayer than the mortal who bested their plans at every turn? If Mafala agrees, you'll be able to assault the tower. I just wish I knew what Nocturnal hopes to accomplish. I'm not sure that's within the capability of the Crystal Tower, but if she uses my technique for siphoning life energy to supercharge the tower... If Nocturnal uses the life force of Nern to increase the power of the Crystal Tower, she can then use the same technique to steal the energy of the Daedric Princes as she invades their realms. Infinite connections, infinite power. Gather your companions and meet me in the Dreaming Cave. We must contact Vile and Mafala so you can enter the Crystal Tower, recover the Heart of Transparent Law, and repair the Tower Crystal. That will require a burst of Transparent Law. The crystal at the top of the tower is as much metaphysical as it is tangible. Only divine energy can reconnect the heart and make the crystal whole. Of course, Nocturnal is aware of this as well. If Nocturnal performs the restoration, and once again merges the heart with Transparent Law, her connection to the tower... You must enter the Crystal Tower and recover the heart. Then find a relic filled with divine energy and repair Transparent Law. Only then will the tower's innate defenses re-engage. Gather your companions and...
Psijics must be wine drinkers, because this ale they make tastes awful.
Hello there.
Forgive me, friend.
I brought Lathan back, and what does Valsurin do? Sends me off without a word or a thank you. So when do we head out to assault the Crystal Tower? No one tells me anything around here. I knew I could count on you. You're always straight with me. I appreciate that. Still, the last time I went off to fight a Daedric prince, there was a celebration. A party! This time it's just us. What? No, I didn't mean it like that. I just mean back then there were more familiar faces, friends who I knew had my back, charging into battle with allies I trusted. And trust me, I am grateful for that. You're kind of like me in a lot of ways, aren't you? An outsider caught up in things we don't fully understand. I'm gonna finish my...
is Artaeum. Raz is impressed. And truly frightened by the very strange sky.
Ah, here comes your friend now. Just remember, you were never here. The Conclave isn't fond of visitors.
For a place that doesn't like visitors, Raz thinks it's pretty busy, yes?
Razendar sent word that he needed to talk to you, so I took it upon myself to bring him to Artaeum. I assumed you'd want to speak to him before you go off to assault the Crystal Tower.
Raz never had the urge to travel to Oblivion, or visit a magically displaced island. But now Raz feels like the cat who caught the farmer's prized turkey. It is good to see you safe, my friend. Now, tell Raz you have a way to save Somerset. Raz knew that strange talking dog would lead you into trouble. Do you really think we can trust those Daedric princes? No, too late for that. Tell Raz the rest of your plan, yes? Foolish, but brave. Also very foolish. Raz has walked into certain death many times and emerged with his fur intact. Mostly. But Raz knows why you do this thing. Raz will not try to talk you out of this. He will instead give you happy news. Raz warned Queen Irene. She has promised to contact the leaders of the other alliances and assemble a mighty force to deal with this threat. The mighty force won't reach Somerset for quite some time. Oh, Raz could tell you about prevailing winds, unusual storms, and other factors beyond our control, but it amounts to... Not this time. Raz must go back and lead the divine prosecution in defense of Somerset. If the Crystal Tower keeps exploding, we will evacuate...
Razendar said...
Raz must...
The Corpora Tower truly is functionally. Simply, though it may be hard to tell at first glance, the architecture of the tower was simply not.
Terrific father to our daughter, Lathan. I'll never forget that.
You were always Elderway's hero, Val. I envied the way she looked up to you.
I'm sorry, Lathan. I should have been there with you, with her, at the end.
You were trying to save her. I know that. It was just... Damn it, we need to win this, Val.
Things will never be the same between me and Lathan again. But I think we understand each other a little better now. Funny how the approaching end of the world has a way of putting everything into perspective. I've been a member of the Psijic Order for more years than I can remember. But this is the first time since my daughter's illness that I've been truly frightened about what's to come. The world ends all the time. It's just that I'm more accustomed to that being a personal event, and not a shared experience. The world ended when the Right Master died, for example. But only from... You have a way of instilling confidence, my friend. You're similar to the Right Master in that regard. If we can't have him at our side for this, I'm glad to at least have you. I just hope we can see our way through this. I'll meet you at the cave. Give us another moment. Then...
This shrine, Val and I built it for our daughter after she died. High elves don't bury their dead, but we needed something to remember her by. She loved climbing this tree before the illness took her. I forgot how beautiful it was. With the Psijic Order and my mistress Methala aligned toward a common goal, I'm feeling practically giddy with anticipation. But never fear. I'll re-establish contact with my prince when called upon to do so. I gave you my word. The court offered me a purpose after my life lost its meaning. Our princes promised to remake the world, turn it into a better place, a paradise. And they were going to elevate the... Not in the least. Remaking the world to eliminate death and disease is one thing. Destroying everything to turn yourself into a being of infinite power, well, that's something else entirely. Methala will see that and provide the help you need. Even after being gone so long, I could never forget this place. I can still hear the sounds of my little girl's laugh as she climbed this tree, giggling.
Talk to me when you're ready to proceed.
Sotha Seal allowed Barbas to come to Artaeum so he can lead us to the Crystal Tower. In a moment, he'll also open the way so that my prince can attune the diamonds for us.
I wish the Right Master was still with us. I'd feel better if he were here to help.
I can't recall a time where the Psijic Order confronted a threat such as this. We've dealt with all sorts of problems and...
I've learned to trust my instincts over the years. The problem this time, though, is my instinct is telling me to run far, far away.
What? So the seal let me in. How else am I supposed to lead you through the fields of regret into the Crystal Tower? Now, can we hurry this up, please? Nocturnal's not going to wait forever to tear reality apart, you know.
This is the moment of truth. Once we begin, nothing can stop the rush to the grand conclusion. Make sure you have everything you need before I activate the dreaming.
I'll lead you through the fields of regret to reach the Crystal Tower.
Hey, that dog just talked.
I can establish contact with Methala. She's ready to appear if you're willing to lower the defenses.
Oriandra, Valsarin, assist me. Let us open a path and not keep the Prince of Secrets waiting.
So the seal, the false god. I should have expected to see you.
Lady Methala, will you honor the agreement you made with this mortal?
I am always true to my word. Now, send forth a mortal who consistently avoids the tangles of my webs. We have much to discuss. are strangely consequential for a mortal. In my calculations, I somehow overlooked your significance. And yet, that is worked to my advantage. For now we have a chance to thwart Nocturnal. I can attune the diamond keys, but that won't be enough to keep you safe. Using the secrets she stole from So the Seal, Nocturnal has infused the Crystal Tower with boundless energy. It makes the towers... I must turn the Resolute Diamonds into more than just keys. They must become an anchor, something to lock you to this reality. Without such a weight, you will be lost. 2 trivial concessions, nothing more. First, just as Vile sends his hound, I want you to take my Earl Lathan into the Crystal Tower. And second, I wish a private meeting with 2 Resolute Diamonds, imbued with the power of Mephala. Now they merge into a single gem. 1 Resolute anchor to serve as both key and safeguard. Do not lose this. Remember, if any of you stray too far from the protection of the Resolute anchor, you'll be lost in the nothingness between realities. And know that I will be watching.
Can she do that? I hate being spied on.
Now it's my turn. Let me use the gift my master gave you, and I'll get you to the Crystal Tower.
Get the heart and restore the crystal known as transparent law. But remember, you'll need a relic of divine energy to accomplish that.
Lathan, promise me you'll keep them safe.
I promise, Val.
Oriandra, if I die saving the world, know that our brief time together has made me a better man.
What are you talking about?
Shh. It's all right to cry. I'll do my best to return to you. I promise.
What just happened? What's that crazy knight talking about? So the Seal personally requested our help.
So the Seal needs Oriandra and me to help him maintain the connection from this end. But Lathan once wore the grey robes of the Psijic Order. He'll help you in there. Just...
Heed Mephala's advice and keep your companions close to the diamond.
Nocturnal knows we're coming. So much for the element of surprise.
Where's Vile's hound? Has he abandoned us already?
I suppose I'm ready.
If Vile and his hound have already...
Nocturnal sends creatures into our realm, not while Barbas is on guard. Stop it! Come forth!
Where are you going, creature?
I promised to show you the way. There, follow that path. That's the way to the tower. Now, I have a realm to defend.
I don't think I like Barbas very much.
And to think we're depending on the actions of mortals. Oh, well. Let's
Go ahead.
talk.
Vile's dogman wants...
Nocturnal dares much attacking my master's realm. But here you are, safe and sound. The Crystal Tower. At least it's the version that exists in the Fields of Regret. Now, I really need to get back to barking and biting Nocturnal's minions. Well, that depends on how good Mephalah's magic is. If you're attuned to the Resolute Anchor like she promised, then the doors to the Crystal Tower will open at your approach. If not, that was the plan, yes. But plans change when Nocturnal attacked my master's realm. Now Clavicus Vile wants me to repel those invaders and start preparing contingencies in case you fail. I've never been inside a tower that straddles every reality, but I expect you're going to have to go up, up, up. If you do reach the Night Mistress, fight her once for me. Remember Mephalah's warning. Stray too far from the Resolute Anchor, and you'll get lost between realities.
Well...
This place looks surprisingly intact.
The interior and the exterior of such places rarely coincide perfectly. I pity the sapiarchs that were present when Nocturnal unleashed this magic.
I'm not sure what I... Dead end? Did we make a wrong turn?
Wait, the tower. It's moving. Fascinating. It appears to be reconfiguring itself.
Then let's get moving before the tower remakes this platform out of existence.
I expect we'll see more evidence of this malleable nature the higher we climb.
Look at this place. Part of the ceiling has fallen in.
Yes, but what happened to the Shadow Sapiens?
Stay! Stay back!
Lower levels.
Really? A walking volcano?
I suspect that what...
I'll let you ask them.
I don't know how you entered the tower, but you must get out of here.
She's still alive. We have to help her.
No, stay back. The relic that protects me, it's failing. You can't help me.
She's right. Look how she's starting to fade.
Please, before I am lost, tell me, what happened? I deserve to know why the Nocturnal. So I am to die as a pawn in some game played by a Daedric prince? I'm sorry, but you've reached a dead end. I was just doing my studies, like any other day. And then the tower began to shake suddenly.
I heard screams, such horrible screams. I watched my friends just cease to exist, and in their places these monstrosities stood. I don't know. I grabbed this staff in hopes of balancing myself from the swaying of the tower. There was a flash of light, and I was alone. But I'm so scared. The staff's magic is fading. Oh, the old ballista. If you could get it working again, it might be strong enough to punch through the debris. I don't want to die!
Let me help you. Clear your mind.
It's so hard to concentrate.
Think of your loved ones. Picture their faces, and my magic will help you.
I see them. The pain is fading. I can see.
She's gone.
Her last moments were peaceful. I saw to that. The magic that held back the shadows is gone. They'll be upon us before we know it. The shadow creature.
Now what? Dying Sapiarch was right. That is a ballista. It's not broken, it's just missing a few parts. Look around while I get the rest of it back in working condition.
A ballista?
That should do it. Just need a... That should work. Let's blast away out of here. how to clear a path. I need one of those.
That we're no longer in Vile's realm.
So that's what they meant when they said the tower was in every realm at the same time.
Yes, that must control the gate across the chamber. It appears to require a key, however. Down there. That looks like a likely candidate.
Nocturnal started to repair transparent law. Soon none of this will matter.
No, you mustn't do this.
You can't reason with crazy, Lathan. Besides, we've got company.
How observant, Knight. Why do you insist on prolonging your pain, Lathan?
You know nothing about pain.
A pity. I thought we were the same. No matter. Your quest ends here.
Enough! Just hand over the damn key.
She's just trying to slow us down. Meet up at the gate pedestal. Try the key pedestal. She did something to the controls. The gate won't open.
Talk to Lathan.
We must be nearing the pinnacle of the tower. That's why Nocturnal sent her champion to slow us down. Nocturnal's Earl damaged this mechanism beyond repair. Sapiarch magic is powerful, but not as powerful as the magic of the Psijic Order. Since we don't have the key, I can operate the mechanism manually from here. Then, once you and Darien are through the gate, I can teleport. The gate! Go on. I can't hold this for very long.
Gate! Lathan, watch out!
I have to stop you here. All of you.
I wondered if you'd actually show yourself instead of just projecting menacing images.
A closed gate won't save them, Lathan.
No, but this will keep you busy for a time.
No!
Where'd they go? Is Lathan gone?
That should keep her busy. For a short time, at least.
Why are you glowing?
I was overconfident, I'm afraid. Valcerin always said I was too sure of my own abilities. I just assumed I'd be able to get back to the protection of the Resolute Anchor before I was unmade. I had to do something to get rid of Nocturnal's champion. At least for a little while. Beyond that, I really did hope that a moment outside the Anchor's protection wouldn't be fatal. Just something you can stop Nocturnal. I'd really rather not see you and the Knight wind up with this fate. And if all goes well, you can tell Valcerin that I'm sorry. I should be thanking you. You had no reason to trust me, yet you did. Tell her I'm going to...
We should... Come on. Nocturnal's realm. Gotta be nearing the top of this damn thing. Ignore the creepy voice. We have to keep going.
That's far enough. My mistress can't be interrupted. Her work is too important.
Give me the damn Dawnbreaker back.
Come and get it! I don't understand. Why didn't the sword protect me?
Because Dawnbreaker was never intended for you.
Meridia's magic is gone. The blade isn't yours anymore either.
We'll see about that.
Join Meridia in my eternal darkness.
We are not dying like this! That worked? I mean, of course it worked. I just need a moment. Nocturnal's Earl was wrong. Meridia's power, it's not gone. Her magic remains strong. I finally understand everything Meridia told me. Her power, it's inside me. And with it, I can remove the corruption from Dawnbreaker. Then this is even better. You can use the restored Dawnbreaker to save the world. I just won't be around to see it happen. I finally understand. I'm the vessel of Meridia, her champion. But you're the key to stopping Nocturnal and saving reality. I'm saying you've got this. Whenever a threat appears, you bring the champions together. You find a way to win. And I'll be at your side for this one final battle. Just not in the way I originally expected. I'm returning the last of Meridia's power to the Blade, so you can stop Nocturnal. I wouldn't do this for anyone else. Thank you for everything.
tower crystal is almost whole. You're too late, mortal. You are too late. Once the crystal is made whole, I shall become infinite. Meridia's power won't help you against me.
As we bathe this world in darkness.
Witness my unbridled power! No! The tower crystal was supposed to be mine!
Transparent law, it's a hole again. I didn't think that was possible, and you stopped Nocturnal. You're back upon Somerset, my friend. The tower itself, it reformed. But where's Darien? And Lathan? Of course, when you restored the tower crystal, it most likely expelled Nocturnal back to her own realm. I'm a little concerned that I was able to walk in without a key. But we can figure that out later, Lathan. I'll mourn for Lathan later. I'm just glad he helped you. He would have made our daughter proud. For now, you have to tell Sotha Seal what happened.
As I predicted, your efforts were successful. A slight chance is all probability requires. There is no such thing as impossible odds. You are proof of that. Was that Meridia's plan all along? Perhaps, perhaps not. Your perseverance paid off, however. You never gave up, even when the darkness, life and death. It's all part of the ongoing circle. As long as you remember them, they will never be forgotten. It took Nocturnal hundreds of years to put all the pieces of her plan into place. And you wiped it all out with a single thrust of the Dawnbreaker. There will be other plans, I'm sure, but this particular threat is over. Next, every action we take can tip the balance of the flow of time. Bask in the moment and realize that you have done well, my mortal friend. You have saved the Crystal Tower. One Daedric scheme fails even as two more appear. Next, every action... For now, I must attend to other matters.
We still have work to do, my friend. I'm afraid we still have work to do. While the Crystal Tower is protected against Daedra, any mortal can now walk right through its gate. It will take an influence far stronger than you and I. Of that, I'm sure. We've already seen the devastation that's possible when the tower falls into the rock.
Всем спасибо за просмотр и пока.